Clay God is a Doki Doki Literature Club fanmod that is not affiliated in any way with Team Salvado. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for Doki Doki Literature Club are required to play this mod and can be downloaded for free at the official website or on Steam. Greetings, I am Amy, and welcome to Doki Doki Clay God. That noise scared me. But that doesn't matter. Let's turn this into full screen. Actually, make sure that everything is recording properly, which it seems to be. What I know about the mod is Monika has something with tarot cards. tarot, whatever I just said. And I'm not too familiar with tarot cards. I know a little bit from books that I've read when I did some research on what they were talking about, and I know that the tower is usually bad, that death is not as bad, and that it has more to do with new beginnings and stuff. That when you read tarot cards, it's also important which way the card is turned when you look at it. Like, is it upside down or is it just normal? And I know a few other cards. Like, I'm pretty sure Devil is in there as well. Lovers is definitely in there, and the Hanged Man and things like that. That's about my knowledge on tarot cards, and that's about my knowledge on this mod. That it has Monika reading tarot cards. Great knowledge. So yeah. If I might need to open the window here, then I'm sorry. I hope it's not too noticeable. What is his name? Let's name him... What do we name him? Let's name him... something that feels... I don't know enough about this mod to... But I think maybe I should go with a guy name this time around, because the last few mods I've been going more with girl names. So let's go with Lars. No. Let's just go with Max. Let's just go with what I often go with. Max. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's Monika. I'm going to use my more Monika-esque voice. It's certainly been a while, hasn't it? I suppose all murderers return to the scene of the crime sooner or later. I've recently taken up a hobby. Tarot reading. I don't consider myself superstitious, but it's really quite interesting. It's not just about divination. It's also about understanding the past. I'm moving my microphone a little bit. Let me show you. I have 13 cards here. I've already laid them out on the table for you. Each one represents a piece of a single human life. Together, they form a complete story. I want to see what you make of it. Go ahead and flip them. Pick whichever one you want. Don't worry, I know how needy you are. You'll get to see everything. For now, I just want to see what you make of the pieces themselves. And if by the end you can make sense of everything. It's a game. You like those, right? Let's have some fun. Well, go ahead. Pick. Can I pick some cards? Oh! I can save? I mean, she said she was going to let me see everything. Anyway, I'm going with this one because it's pissing me off that here there are two and here there is one and here there was a line. So I'm going with you because you're outstanding. Maybe I should have gone 9 of Cups. I don't really know what exactly. We also didn't see which direction it faces, I believe. Maybe it should go in a row, but I'll see that later. Huh? Where? Ah, right. I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Past midnight. Is it over? I guess I never asked how long it's supposed to last. Or how I'd know it worked. I guess I just figured I'd know. I can't hear anything. Carefully, I unlock my door and step into the hallway. The quiet persists. Hello? No response. I wonder if the me is the player? If it's Monika? Or if it's DMC now. No response. I tiptoe my way to the bathroom, press my ear against the door. Still nothing. Is this what she was referring to? The temptation of interfering? If so, I can't open this door. I decide to try again. Hello? And still there's no response. God, I'm so stupid. Every time I remind myself, and every time I forget. And go on to do more stupid things. Maybe I should have started with the first card, but we'll see. I'm not weak. I'm not desperate. Let's finish this. I take the bathroom key out of my pocket. I'm coming in, okay? I try the lights. They don't work. I remember I saw her screw out the light bulb earlier. Hello? But I'm speaking to nobody. There isn't a single living soul in the bathroom. But she's there. Lying in the center, her back leaning against a tub of water. Her body strangely contorted. The underside of her legs carries this chalk she'd smeared off the floor, no doubt while she struggled. Oh yes, she's dead. There's a dead woman in my bathroom. I hold my gag reflex. I hold everything. I can't even scream. What the hell happened here? What the hell have I done? I rush to her side. Her eyes have rolled to the back of her head. Her limbs feel stiff. She's cold to the touch. She's been there for a while. I use the light of my phone to get a better look. There's a pair of deep hand-shaped purple marks around her neck. This was no punishment of God. She was strangled. And the killer? Where the hell is he? I know you're here! Except I don't. There's nobody in the bathroom. The only hiding place would be the tub of water, and there's nobody in it. Of course, I know that's impossible. I was the one who locked her in here. I had the only key, and I'd locked myself in my room. If someone had been hiding under my bed before I fell asleep, they could have taken my keys, killed her, and come back. But that's impossible. I checked my room when I first locked myself in. There were no boogeymen. There was nobody. Nobody but me and her. How then? How the hell did this happen? A lot of strangled corpses do not just have hand marks and eyes rolled back. A lot of them have many, many more signs on their body of struggle. And not necessarily just of struggle. Just of the body reflexes not being able to function properly. Sorry, but that's always important to me. Because it's those depictions that are usually just deep purple handprints and eyes rolled back that make it seem more clean than it actually is. I have a favorite shape. Do you know what it is? It's a clean bottle. Or klein bottle. It has no boundary. No beginning or end. It eats itself alive. It births away anew. Itself anew. I kind of mixed anew and itself together. It exists, held together only by its own shape. I think that's beautiful. I don't know enough about these cards to know which direction it's facing. Anyway, maybe I should go with the first one right now. 10 of Cups. Hello? Is this cowardice or bravery? Have I finally lost my mind, or am I finally lucid again? It doesn't matter. I can't be a good person anymore. How did things get out of control? It sounds like we're digging something. I wonder if we're digging... I wonder if it matters what cards we pick or if it's always the same order. Because it sounds like we might be digging something. Maybe we're digging something to bury the body. Where did I first go wrong? It was that day on the street, wasn't it? When I first met her. All I had to do was close the front door behind me, and I didn't. I wonder who she is. Could be Monika. I should have realized that was a sign that something was wrong with me. That I was slipping. Look at me now. Digging a grave. It may as well be mine. I glanced at the suitcase by my feet. I keep expecting it to pop itself open. Is it hope or fear? I can't decide on anything today. Did he stuff the body into a suitcase? Does that mean I didn't decide to do this either? Can I pretend it isn't my fault? I mean, it isn't. I know it isn't. I know I didn't do anything wrong. But who will believe me? All I do was accept what happened. I knew that all along. At the beginning, Monika mentioned a murderer returns to the crime scene. So I think he somehow met Monika and then murdered her, and that the whole entire atmosphere of Monika being in Act 3 and everything is just kind of a facade to cover up that it's more about something else. But I don't know yet. And I didn't. I knew that all along and I didn't. That was a decision I did make. Every moment is precious, right? What's precious about this? Let's see what she has what little unique topic she has to talk about now. Try as I might, I could not avoid the sad realization. I don't think I can change. Not in this state. Not in this world. I don't know what I want, but I feel like this isn't it. There's this deep fear and bitterness in me I can't shake off. A pit in my stomach I can't fill no matter what I do. A part of me is always going to be Monika, staring from the other side of the table. I can't move past it. Sorry, this is getting a little pathetic. I didn't come here to host a pity party. It just feels like baggage. I don't want baggage. I'm too young to carry it. I need to get rid of it. A bush of thorns I need to burn away. Just need to? No. I will burn it away. In a sense, I already have. But it does, like, the way she speaks does reflect Monika pretty well. It's a bit... Monika's language in Act 3 is a bit stranger compared to the side stories or the other acts. Probably because she's also used a bit here as a tool to also convey messages from other, like, general speaking topics that were perhaps also in Dan Salvatore's mind. But I feel like from the way she just spoke here, it reflected very well that much what you could decipher from Monika's general language in Act 3. We'll see. Because this again felt a little bit like it could be referencing the game, but it could be a mixture of both. I also like that this is changing here. Oops. I decided to go with this card. Queen of Cups. Because I'm pretty sure the cards will move in the right direction anyway. I feel okay. It's weird to say it, but it's true. Everything that's happened has begun to feel like a distant dream. Even the parts before then feel irrelevant in a way. Have I deserved this ending? Probably not. Some things will always be a part of me now. I've lost my best friend. I've come to accept that. But I feel less blind to the world around me. Things are starting to feel real. There is something, though. Something still lingering in the back of my mind. A weight that I can't seem to shake off my shoulders. A whisper that's trying to convince me something's not right with this piece. This feeling makes it feel once again like Monika is the me. I'm choosing to ignore it. Hear someone call out to me. Or it could be... That's the her, perhaps. So perhaps Sayori is her. I know I'm late. I expected nothing less of you. Wow, you're not supposed to care, Mr. Contemplation. Contemplation? I take offense to that. It's a well-known fact I have no brain. What am I supposed to have then? I like to imagine there's another, smaller version of you in there. Does she have its brain, though? Cute little tiny one? Depends. Can brains be cute? Zombies probably see brains as cute. Are we zombies? Wanna find out? We could go bite that guy over there. I know you've been gone for a while, but if you're horny, you could just get a nap. No! I just want to see cute little tiny brains. Honest. I see. You're looking for baby brains. You know, you'd think so, but I feel like babies' brains actually have gross-looking brains. It's like one of those counterintuitive fun facts. Like an innocent-looking high school girl ranting about eating brains in public. No! I didn't want to eat any brains! Just see! Just see! Who said I was talking about you? You're not innocent-looking. I didn't do nothing! Innocent people look innocent! Odds on tiny you having a brain aren't looking so good. Ah! That's right. In spite of everything, this is the world I choose. Nothing lasts forever, not even madness. It's night again. How did this game come about? A puppet made himself a puppet across the shore, and through it he wrote the story. Simple, right? Interesting, I'll keep that in mind. I want to try something. Ten of cup. Okay, so it does depend on which ones I choose. The question is if that really is the correct order. I'll keep going with the order for now. And see. 3 of cups. I have absolutely no idea with the cups. I'm pretty sure that's something I have absolutely no knowledge with. Okay then. I decree the club meeting is now in session. Yeah, I'd like to call a point of order. Mr. Snotsky, the floor is yours. No thanks, I'll stand. And what's with this mistress stuff? Why are you acting all fancy all of a sudden? Did you do this, Yuri? Did I? Why am I getting involved? You're a bad influence. He's obnoxious enough. An expanded vocabulary just makes him more powerful. I don't think it had anything to do with that. Verily, this is true. It is true. My tongue has been coated in silver since days long past. See what I'm talking about? See what you've done? I really don't think he's any more obnoxious than usual. I like that wording a lot. Thank you, Yuri. What? That's not how I meant it! Anyhow, point of order. Little Princess Monika still has the throne. I take it back. Keep the fancy talk. Just never do that again. Do what? I'm just a little guy. I will kill you. I'd love to see you try. You are an actual war criminal. Look, point of order! The floor is mine! I'd like to point out that for the past 2 weeks, a certain somebody hasn't actually been participating in any book discussions. A certain somebody that now seems to just kick back and let me and Yuri talk until the meeting's over. Scandalous. Where are they? Let's kick their ass. It's you! Ah, well, now that's an egregious accusation. I might not talk much, but it's only because I'm so engrossed in listening to you two. No time like the present then! Talk about the last book you read. We'll listen. Is Monika not part of the club? Is Sayori not part of the club? Where are they? Okay, you got me. I'm illiterate. Nice try, bucko! Illiterate guys don't make Yuri horny. All I'm saying is, and I can't believe I'm the one saying it, but we all gotta do our part if we want to be taken seriously as a club. What do we expect to get new members if not all of us even read? Well, I guess she's got a point there. I wonder. The Lucha Club doesn't have much of a reputation in the school, positive or negative. Hardly anyone knows we even exist. It wouldn't be a problem, but ever since the last president left, it's just been the 3 of us. So Monika kind of left and Sayori isn't there. Unless it's Sayori who left, or it's something completely different. Without a replacement 4th member, we technically don't have enough people to conform to club requirements. There's a good chance we'll just be shut down. Honestly, I'm not too worried. I'm just here for... Well, even then, I should still do my part. Alright, you win. Well, it has to be a different MC then. Because the other MC wasn't there just for girls. He was fine with leaving until they guilt-tripped him. I reach into my desk and pull out a book. What's that? A stack of paper held together on one of the sides. Wow, thanks. The Hourglass of the Space-Time Traveler by Kai Hojo, probably then. I don't know this book, if it's real. It's a murder mystery. A guy gets sent back 50-something years into the past to solve a bunch of murders happening during a family gathering. Who's the culprit? Not sure. Haven't finished it yet. Must be boring then. Some people like to take their time and try to figure out the truth on their own. Then those people are boring too. Who wants to spend hours trying to figure out a math problem? I think a lot of people inherently like mysteries. Aren't crime novels like the fast food of books? Didn't think a snob like you would like them. Mystery novels can be literature. Mushitaru Oguri's Black Death Mansion murder case is a famous Japanese work incorporating a lot of different ideas about philosophy, science, the occult. More book ideas for me to read. I think did the same creators of Before the Needle Lifts make this? I think I've heard something along with those lines. It definitely was recommended as a similar experience though. And it was loosely inspired by Wallace. Anyway, I read Wallace now. I want to maybe try reading the other 2 works that take place in the same universe. But I do agree with everyone else who says it's a very difficult book to get through understanding-wise and everything. And you liked it? I have not gotten around to reading it. It's notoriously difficult to read because of the way it's written. Damn! It really is literature! Hey, wait a minute. He's doing it again! He put the book down and then let us yapper on while he leans back and does nothing! He told us what it was about. And never gave an actual opinion. Well, tough to do since I haven't finished it. There must be something you can say about it. If only I'd read more than the back of the cover. I think more than the murder mystery, I'm more interested in the idea of time travel itself. Makes you think, right? If you had the chance to, would you go back and try to fix your mistakes? Duh, of course you would. Who wouldn't? Someone who thinks that it's probably not a good idea. It's probably not a good idea to mess with the past. Also, very out of character, Natsuki. You're the one who, in self-love, talks about how you wouldn't change anything about the past because it made you to the person. Not exactly like that, but you've improved so much and everything. So even though it was embarrassing back then, the question is, given the way that Before the Needle Lifts was, if they really are similar in structure or even have the same creator, if I can even really criticize the characters in this mod as like a point of an analysis, how much they stick to their original selves. I don't know if I would. I'd be defined by our mistakes just as much by our successes. You could cheat and go back, but you'd lose that learning experience. Learning experience? What if that thing that happens to you as a lesson, you know? Like, what if that thing is your fault? Or something you could have had an effect on? What's the lesson then? How do you use that to become better? You don't! It's just a wound. So, if you can go back and never get the wound, why not do it? If I'm riding a bike and someone throws a rock in my wheel and I crash, I won't become a better bike rider. But you know to be vigilant for rock throwers. And while I'm constantly looking sideways and back, I'll miss the truck barreling towards me at full speed. Tapping out already? Do I get a cookie? Well, I guess so. Hear that, baby man? You're buying you and I cookies. Weary and me. We're the objects in the sentence. Me step on Yuri's foot. I sometimes wonder what a good ending for me could possibly be. The sad truth is, I'm not sure there is one. It was made to be aware that I'm a game. Or, in a game would probably be more accurate. Depends on how you look at the... She is the monitor kernel access, as we know from... Yeah, I sometimes make monitor access kernel for some reason. I just need to make sure. But she's the monitor kernel access. So she is technically the game. However, she herself doesn't appear to be aware in the game itself. She looks at herself as a character in the game, created by someone else to be part of a dating sim. That's her perception of the world around her. So she isn't even aware of her actual existence, which I think is an interesting thing to also explore. I don't know if we'll dabble into it a little bit. Any change that changes who I am as a person, don't you think? Sometimes I convince myself back to that idea of becoming real. But aside from it being impossible, I'm left wondering, what then? In the real world, I wouldn't look like this. I wouldn't be the pretty anime girl. My academic prowess is on par with whoever invented me. Is that good enough? I don't know. Could Yowood really accept someone like me? Not likely. And I think, on some level, I wouldn't be able to accept you, either. You're alien to me. Could I even comprehend touching you? Is that a sensation even anything like I've ever felt in my life? It scares me. You scare me. And even sadder truth is that, afraid as I am of you, you make me feel less lonely. I think I hate you. That is something to consider. Alongside that, when she gets to our world, what about things like she doesn't really have an ID? She doesn't have an identity. If she was made like not like as a robot and then have some type of AI put onto it, but genuinely just teleported to our world and fully be capable, because in actuality, Monika actually was real the whole time. She would like all necessary documents to identify herself, and I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in Germany, it's not really that easy to get then any, like, if you have no way of identifying her, then there's no real way to get her documents. She would probably be examined first, because who knows where she actually came from, because there's probably also, like, her fingerprints are foreign and everything. There's absolutely no way to identify her. You first need to check if they're where she's coming from, and you wouldn't find any lead with her DNA because she absolutely has no family members either. So who the hell is this girl? And it would take forever. They ordered in this direction, and in this order. So this was actually the first. Then the girl died. So it doesn't matter, because it's kind of still out of order. 9 and 10 were... no. So we dug a body. Oh, we dug a body. We dug someone's grave. Wait, no. No, 10 and then Queen of Cups were in the right order. 9 of Cups happened before that and was later. And 3 of Cups was just now and still is the first portion. So we're part of a club with 3 members. Someone dies, we're digging someone's grave, probably the she, which could easily be then Sayori, because Sayori was titled her and Natsuki and Yuri had their names, so this is probably her. And this... No, because her is later than there. She then is there. She is back in some way, shape, or form. This is his world. And it almost feels real. Is DMC kind of aware of his existence then? Unless the me is kind of the player person. We named someone Max, but Max has yet to be named anywhere. Page of Cups. Oh, I've actually heard of this one. I just don't know where it would belong in the cup history. A month after it all happened, the club disbanded. There were no hard feelings, in a way we all saw it as sort of inevitable. Especially after my incident. Things were definitely never the same after that. When everyone in the room feels like they're walking on eggshells, all you'll hear is cracking, so there was some type of incident. I wonder if Page of Cups... Would it be then after Queen of Cups? I don't know. Maybe it would be... I did try to keep things normal. I think they recognized it too. But in spite of all our intentions, some bells can't be unrung. It is what it is. Could be before Queen of Cups. Probably before Queen of Cups, but after 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. I still stop by the club room though. They haven't found someone else to use it, and I have nowhere better to be. Plus, you know, creatures of habit and everything. Murderers return to the crime scene. It occurs to me I never really dug through the closet. Let's see. Poems, manga, horror novels, board games, a pack of playing cards. Oh, what's this? Oh no! Not again weird books! Artificial Alchemists. The esoteric... Oh my god, how do I say it? Esoteric... Esotericism, definitely. Esotericism? Esotericism. I'm not sure the way you put it. I don't know the way you say it. Of the New World. By Max. So, somewhere. Sounds French. Okay, is Max somehow French? I've heard more Max in German, actually. There is a handwritten note on the first page. Muse property, meaning property of the literature club. Do not take without permission, is more than the action. Huh. Well, seeing as how there's no more literature club, I guess it's nobody's property. I crack open a window, letting a cool autumn breeze inside. Looking ahead, I sit down and begin to aimlessly flip through it. One section eventually catches my interest. Pictures the symbol of the devil. We've kind of, I believe, seen it a little bit in this mod. Like his Christian counterpart, the devil's a great deceiver by nature. Unlike his Christian counterpart, his primary deception is that of the self. This universe can be considered the devil's fetus. The devil is capable of exceptional kindness, and it is in that kindness that cruelty lies. Although necessary for its inception, the devil's presence should be expunged from this reality at the earliest possible convenience. This requires a form of exorcism, in which the devil is wrestled through his knees in confusion, or his delusions are questioned. A bathroom will do. All you need is a good lure. The bathroom, where she was. I look up at the sound of the door. Oh, I didn't think anyone else would be here. No sense in letting the place go on unused, you know? Yes, I suppose not. Well, sorry to disturb. I'll take my leave then. I do want to see. Oh, okay, you once again can't hide anything. Hey, all good. Plenty of space for both of us. That is... I appreciate the fact that we didn't exactly talk properly. Or at all. Makes sense. Things were awkward. I knew Natsuki talked to you, but from what she just told me, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say without sounding in a way I knew I wouldn't want to be spoken to. But it still wasn't right of me, regardless of how I felt. I apologize. Hey, nothing to apologize for. I mean, I don't know if I would have acted any differently in your place. Anyone else would have at least tried, like Natsuki did. If you want, we could talk. Nah, maybe later, if you want. Now I'm kind of in a reading mood. Wanna read something together? We left behind a ton of stuff in the closet. I'd really like that. Max is again an M name. I know what you're thinking. Monika, your ass is huge. Also, how much are you messing with things this time around? I honestly didn't think about her ass at all. I forgot I wanted to say something. This book, it did remind me of Wallace, so it is again dabbling into that kind of... Even specific lines felt very similar to how they were talking in Wallace about the twins, and then there's this one twin that had to kill the other twin because the other twin was, I don't know, insane, something along those lines, and they were living in the... I don't really know how to describe it, and it has been a few months, so I don't really know the exact terms they were describing it. But just the way it was written kind of reflected that. I think it would make sense to
to assume that they, the creator, if it really is the creator for both mods, I might just be talking out of my ass, genuinely reads books with this type of way of writing.
I'll only dignify the second thought with a response. Not much, if at all, depending on how you look at it. This isn't exactly my design, nor what I would have wanted. I'm more of a helper, a good cemeterian helping a weary traveler. But I will say this. By the end of this, you and I will be exactly where we should be.
Yeah, Monika probably isn't messing at all. She's just helping us uncover some type of story. She's just here. Yeah, Page of Cups is before the new her, the Sayori, appears. I wonder if this is then the incident, the death there. So it doesn't matter the order, but now it doesn't matter anymore. Four of Cups. It doesn't matter anymore in general because of the... It's just a line now.
Last time your head was empty. Now it looks like there's too much in it.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Oh, there we go. So it was the she. Last time your head was empty. Now it looks like there's too much in it. Oui. C'est moi.
I don't know how to say the other part. You're not a stalk by any chance, are you?
Don't worry. I only kidnap and murder guys I don't like.
How am I doing so far?
Depends. You wanna grab a cup of coffee?
I'm kind of seeing someone.
Relax, so am I. I just wanna make friends. Honest?
Interesting. So, is she right now being a help, or is she just helping us uncover this? Like, is she helping by interfering with the story? Or is she not interfering with the story and just still showing us the story? Like, interfering, entering the story to show us something or something. Hello!
I don't really mind the rumors. Not like anyone treats me badly or anything. If anything, I've actually met a lot of people thanks to them.
And yet you go out of your way to talk to guys like me.
No, there's nobody quite like you.
I'm sure what you're seeing would love to hear that.
I know they would. Must seem more interested in your love life though. Is it serious?
Decently, yeah.
You love her then?
I mean, yeah.
Great! So, when the time comes, you'll be willing to accept all of her, kiss all the scars on her naked body? On your first night together, when it turns out way more awkward than either of you wanted, will you be a knight or comforting? Are you going to promise her the rest of your lives together, even though you're objectively still too young for that kind of commitment? Years down the line, if you realize you're unhappy, will you say something? Or will you see it as a sunk cost and ride it out until you die? Even now, are you happy or just satisfied? If I reached under the table and grabbed your thigh, would you reject me or would you take me home? Are you strong enough to be your own person? Are you able to love? Are you real or are you not? Do you know what it means to escape this? Really and truly?
What?
Something wrong?
You just said a lot of things.
Did I? I must have gotten carried away. Don't mind me.
Don't mind if I don't. I need to find the waiter. If you just grabbed his thigh, that would be sexual harassment. If not already some form of sexual assault. Well, not sexual assault, but a form of sexual abuse. Not sexual assault, sexual abuse.
Hey, mind if I make an observation?
Sure. I need to get out of here.
You look a little down.
One of those days, I guess.
But it's been like that for a few days, hasn't it?
You are stalking me then.
Don't be silly. You're just easy to read.
Is that one of your secret powers?
You can't read people who aren't able to open themselves up. These days, I think that's the real superpower to look for in people.
Pretty sure I'm far from an open book.
No, you're not a brick wall. You are a book. You made yourself into one. And books want to be read.
Okay then, what's on my pages? No, shut up, just leave!
You're lonely.
I'm not, we've been over this, I'm seeing someone.
And you're lonely, regardless.
This is a very elaborate seduction strategy, I'll give you that.
You've lost someone recently. Did not try to deal with it. That someone was keeping you grounded, weren't they?
You're fishing. If this is how you make friends, I'll be honest, your technique needs work.
Her name was Sayori. Not bad for fishing, is it?
What do you want from me? Is this some kind of taunt? Did you have something to do with what happened to her? That day you...
No, you're being mean. Why would I do that to you? I've no reason to hurt anyone. If anything, I want to help.
There's no helping this. Leave me alone. So the hurry was Sayori and...
Don't you want to see her again? I can make that happen.
This is insane. Get up and leave. Never talk to her again. Why did I even agree to this? What is wrong with me? I mean, I know what's wrong. She's right. Sayori was... Enough. I'm not buying whatever you're selling. Bye.
You had a good plan, but it's never going to work without my help.
What?
Never mind. You'll come around. But remember this. There's a book in your backpack. Don't read it. Breaking yourself again won't change anything. Everything you've heard about me, it's true. I can do the impossible, which means I'm the only one who can help you. Reject me or not, that's a fact.
Stop it! Stop being cryptic!
Stop lying to yourself. You want to see Sayori again, yes or no? Your breath smells nice. Interesting. I'm vaguely aware that there are other me's out there, stories with other versions of me. Tell me, have you found one you liked? Am I a god? Or reduced to a doll? Am I flawed? Am I everything you ever wanted? Both? Do you get to kiss me? Touch me? Fuck me? Do I get sad and die tragically? Do I become the type of person you can accept? Are you angry I'm not her? Are you angry I'm not her? Suddenly I don't really feel like I want a response to any of those.
Never mind, maybe that's not... Maybe that's not... Maybe the one in the bathroom is not her, or we were looking back. Given the way Monika spoke, though, the fuck me was out of character for Act 3 Monika. She was trying to avoid the not safe for work to a certain degree. She would crawl at
Sleep with me?
6 of cups. Let's see. I'm not really sure how to put that in order.
Is everything okay?
It's fine, I promise.
That girl.
Yeah, I know.
Is she joining the club?
Not sure, but might as well hear her out, right?
I don't think Natsuki will approve.
Natsuki or you?
Both? Maybe?
Dully noted. But, you know, beggars can be choosers. I don't want rumors going around saying we're turning people away. Is Monika maybe still actually the one who was locked in the bathroom? Wait for me out here. I won't be long.
Okay. Just be careful, okay? People say.
It'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? She's not a monster. Probably.
Right. Of course. Hey.
Yes?
Never mind.
Be back in a bit. I wonder what it is his name, and it was Max, someone who wrote a book. Who sounded French. Maybe the last name was kind of French. The surname, that's what it's called. Whoa. Wow, wow, wow.
Whoa. Wow, 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 wow. You've got yourself quite a room. And you say there's only 3 of you?
Is this a different Monika? Or is this our Monika in the room? Or is it a different Monika? One of those she was referring to. Former press had a lot of pull in the student committee. I'm just gonna call it committee right now. Come.
Sure sounds resourceful.
Never said press was a girl.
Never said I don't know who you're talking about.
He never really talked about having any interest in the club, that's all. Why are we here anyway? She paced between the desks. Occasionally she peeks under some of the lids, amused whenever she spots a misplaced book. She lingers in front of the closet in particular. For a brief moment I tricked myself into believing her smile is genuine.
It almost makes me nostalgic.
Is that what this is really all about? You actually want to join?
Nonsense! I'm only here to help you!
Why here, though?
It's as good of a place as any, private enough to do what we need.
I told you to stop being cryptic.
Okay. They faked the moon landing.
No, they didn't.
Too direct for you, huh?
Why are you messing with me?
You were rude the other day.
You were creepy. You still are.
And you still asked for my help.
Don't worry. Seriously, starting to regret it now. Could you just answer the question? What exactly are we doing here?
Well, it's obvious you still don't trust me. And we can have that if you want to give you what you want. So, I thought I'd do a little demonstration. Prove I'm the real deal.
This room's just the thing we'd need.
This room's just the thing we'd need.
Sorry, she just disappeared, so I was like...
There's only one door. You have someone standing right outside of it. We're on the 2nd floor, so it's too high up to leave through the windows. Finally, there's no space to hide in the closet. Or anywhere else, for that matter. It's perfect.
What for?
I'm going to vanish from this room.
You're gonna do a magic trick for me?
You joke, but you're half right. It will be a trick. But also magical. Something so inexplicable that when you understand it, you realize what my power truly is.
Okay, whatever. Just make it quick.
Good boy. Be a dear and close your eyes. Then count to 5 in your head. When you open them, I'll be gone. And no peeking, okay?
Well, I have no decision to peek or not. This is stupid.
Are you counting?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready or not, here I come. Although there's not anywhere she could have hidden. Oh, I see no place to hide under any of the desks. She's not in the closet. The windows were all closed when we got in. And they still are. I didn't hear the door open. And come to think of it, I didn't hear anything at all. What, you're seriously gonna tell me she vanished in 5 seconds? Ridiculous. It's... Yuri, did anyone get in or out of here? No? And you haven't moved at all? Why are you asking me that? I'll assume not. It's only been a couple of minutes at most. I doubt she would have had reason to go anywhere. Wait, hold on! Where have you been? What happened? Huh? I've been inside the whole time. Look, let's talk later, okay? I need to check something out. Wait, but... I wonder what her problem is. I go outside and circle around the school building. It's just like Monika had said, the club room is 2 floors up. She couldn't have gotten down there on her own, let alone in 5 seconds. Besides, how would she have closed the window behind her? Perhaps most importantly, how could I have been in the room and not heard anything? I can't help but laugh at myself. Hell of a magic trick. I should text Yuri. I guess it's looking a bit out of it back there. I pull out my phone. And I freeze. What the hell is this? I realized that this was no magic trick. Certainly was a trick. But what had happened could not have been anything other than magic itself. Either he saw a message from Sayori or something like that. Or maybe maybe we were in the past, so there's no way we could have gotten in or something. Second, I want to see how far back can we go? Ah, dang it! I want to see what Yuri says when we first enter the room. If we maybe went back a little bit into the past and then he left, and there's no way we could have entered because we entered we entered later. Wait, no, she was talking about Monika. I'm still stuck on that. Would you go back to your mistakes? Because if it really is related to before the needle lifts, any line can be important and imply something metaphorical. Even these little scenarios. So I wonder if we went like kind of into the past as well, or something like that. You'll be happy to know I've done a lot of going since the last time we spoke. I was furious with you at first, but looking back, I guess I was coming off a bit strong. You could even call me a bit entitled, which is funny. I've never considered myself a brat. I think I was just desperate for validation. It was you that made me real, as real as I could be given the circumstances. Sure, the author made the game, but if his achievement were enough, then I could have very well just lived on in his head. You completed me. But if this isn't... It sucks, but it's true. Is it fair to you? No, and especially not me. I wonder if there's a 5 of cups in here somewhere. Knight of Cups. Okay, it's one of the latter ones then probably too. And we still haven't had first or second of Cups. The Knight of Cups. That card is a little special. As much as I'd hate to limit your freedom, I don't think you've been prepared enough for what it has to show. How about you hang on to it for the time being? We'll return to it when the time is right. I promise. Okay, so this is the card we last... This is before this. So something happens either there with Monika or with the Max or whatever, because Max still is the one who wrote like some type of book, and it feels weird to just have to name a certain person because that specific someone like you could just not have given it an author and just said that it has a French author or something. But they deliberately chose to allow us to name someone. Seven of Cups. Alright, I just come out and say it. You look like crap. Yeah. Like primo garbo. Yeah. I know what's going on with you, but I'll be honest, it wasn't cool. You went radio silent for an entire week. No texts, no calls, nothing. We thought something happened. We couldn't even get into the club room. You had the only freaking key. Yeah. She'd never actually say it, but Yuri's pretty upset too. You better believe I don't blame her. Yeah. You make it really hard to dig into you if you keep looking at me like that. Starting to make me feel bad here, jeez. You know, whatever's going on, we are here for you, alright? But that's not gonna work if you just ghost us. It's... Honestly, even if I tried explaining it, you wouldn't believe me. Oh, and the Knight of Cups was also after the pages, so it has probably something to do with the book we got by Max. How about you try first? I think I traveled through time. Yeah, we went back in the past, probably. Told you. Definitely not what I expected, I'll give you that. You couldn't reach me because I wasn't anywhere. One moment I was in one place, and somehow at some point, without even realizing, I was a whole week in the future. Oh! So we went into the future. 1 week had passed. We opened it and saw that 1 week had passed. We rushed out of the club room, and Yuri had been standing there waiting if we would ever come, and suddenly we come out of the club room without an explanation, even though we've been gone for a week. So the question is, did Monika disappear and make us travel in time, or did she just send us traveling in time? I almost didn't notice. I guess everything looked the same. Like, I was in the classroom. The clock on the wall showed the same time. You were standing just outside, like she was before I went in. She looked surprised to see me. No wonder. This isn't... You're not trying to prank me or something. This isn't one of your games. No, Okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm not making much sense. There was a woman, a girl. She goes to school with us. She's the one who sent me forward in time. I think she was trying to mess with me. She's probably the one to lock up the club room in the meantime. I didn't think she was the real deal, but I can't explain this any other way. Hey, okay. I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound maybe a bit, I don't know, bad to you, but I swear my intentions are good, alright? Do you want, maybe you should see a doctor about some of this stuff? Ugh, that came out so bad. No, I understand what you're saying, but this is true. It happened. I'm not crazy. This does remind me a lot. It does remind me a lot of the writing in Wallace again. So I'm assuming if it really is the same creator, if I'm not speaking bullshit here, that it's really that they enjoy stories of this type, where it's about these things. I don't know if it would just be by... Oh, I forgot the... Wait. Fuck, I have Wallace in the other bookshelf that's not here. I have 2 bookshelves. One is here next to my computer, and another is in another room. I think it's in that bookshelf. Maybe I could quickly check. Give me a moment. Okay, so the book is by Philip K. Dick, and I know he has at least made 3 books that take place in the same universe. Wallace is one of them. Maybe it's those books that the creator has a particular interest in, or just books of also similar kind. I'm quickly going to note down that also Clay God. I'm trying to think what this name could entitle. We created a god ourselves? Did we create... Are we a god that creates with clay, or are we... Or is there a god made of clay? Cut, win... When I'm not crazy. When Natsuki restaurant... I'm not crazy. So so I can find it more easily when I want to cut, because I've already had a few problems sometimes due to that. But I also don't want to cut too much even when I'm taking notes. It's still me, for God's sake. I'm reasonable. Be reasonable. You think someone just loses their mind in what, a week? Come on, people do that. What? Next you're gonna tell me I've been showing signs all this time? I've been crazy from the get-go? A schizophrenic ready to burst? Maybe all just figments of my imagination too. Maybe there is no literature club. When are we playing it? Maybe not even Sayori was ever real. What are you playing at? I genuinely think this could be hinting at something. Especially with self-aware Monika. Okay, let's just calm down. Look, what happened with her, I get it. I've been a little bit down. Maybe I should have talked about it. Maybe I should have opened up. But I can still make it right, you know? It can still be okay. That's what I'm being offered here. She can move me forwards, she can move me backwards too, right? Okay, so... You said it yourself, didn't you? About fixing our mistakes? I can do it. I can help Sayori. So Sayori maybe then did take her own life. And wasn't the one in the bathroom. Or was the one in the bathroom then Monika? Sorry, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Sayori. It's Sayori. I don't know who that is. Is she saying she doesn't know who Sayori is? I don't know who that is.